beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I am Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love finding high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. Yes, we do. Okay, so I'm back again with another CCO haul. Yes, another one. And I've had these products for a while because the products I'm about to show you guys are the ones that I picked up during their last 6 for $60 sale. So I did go to these stores twice. I have 2 stores relatively close to me. So I checked both of them out and I did make a purchase at each store. So because this was the 6 for $60 sale, again, each of the products that I picked up would, they're $10 a piece essentially. I will try to list the retail price down for you guys so you can see how much money I saved. But without further ado, let's just dive into the products. Okay, so one of the first products that I picked up was the Too Faced Natural Lust eyeshadow palette. Now, this is a palette that I have seen at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. It's been going around for, I want to say, a little over a year now. Just gotta get this open. And the packaging for this palette really, really is beautiful. Now, I think that this might be a palette that I put in a getaway. You see, I need to go on a getaway. Anyways, now this might be a palette that I put into a giveaway because after purchasing it and really looking at all of the tones and all of the shades in this palette, I have these tones, I have these shades. This is definitely not something that I need in my collection. And if I'm being very honest, I will not use this. And I would much rather give it to somebody that will get a lot of use out of this than just have it sitting here in my collection. Now, the Too Faced formula is one that I have gone back and forth with because there are some gems and there are some, don't touch that. There are some pretty bad palettes within the Too Faced collection. But I do think that this is one that could be a really, really good option for someone that's just getting into makeup, doesn't have a huge makeup collection, and is interested in trying the Too Faced formula. This does come with a huge amount of shades, so I think I've talked myself into making this a giveaway, so there's that. I'm coming up on my 500 subscriber mark, so you guys might see that in there. The next eyeshadow palette that I picked up was the Bobbi Brown, I don't know what this is called, Molten Drama palette. And Bobbi Brown is a brand that I don't check for a lot because I feel like it's not promoted very well on social media. You don't really see it in like Sephora and Ulta. So it's definitely not one I'm out there looking for, but it is one that I always take a look at when I get to the cosmetics company store. It is also a pretty expensive brand, so I wouldn't pick this up at full price on a regular, but at the CCO, you can get it at an amazing deal. Now, I do have the Bobbi Brown in a Flash palette, which is that blue palette that I've told you guys about and I love. And from using that, I fell in love with the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow formula. So when I saw this one on sale, for that 6 for $60, so for $10, I had to pick it up. I think the Bobbi Brown formula has to be one of those underrated formulas. Granted, I've only tried one palette from them, so that's saying a lot. But if this performs anything like that blue one, I will die. So this is, a warm kind of neutral palette. So colors I already have within my collection, but I am very glad to have this because so far I have been impressed with the Bobbi Brown formula. Now, those were the only 2 eyeshadow palettes that I picked up at the CCO. What I found is that during the 6 for $60 sale, this is actually the best time to pick up complexion products. And I'm thinking specifically foundations because foundations tend to be more expensive than the eyeshadow palettes. So I did grab a couple of foundations. I also grabbed some other, cheek products as well. So the first foundation that I picked up was the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. And this is in the shade 9.7 Cool Dusk. Now, I do have a video using this foundation already, and it's in the shade number 10 Chestnut. But like I said in that video, it is a hint too deep for me. So I picked up the 9.7 to see if this would actually work better. Now, this foundation is $150. So if you get the 10 for $60 sale when it comes around again, this is definitely one that I would recommend picking up at that sale price. And the good thing about this foundation is that it does have SPF 50. So, it's a $150 foundation. Like, you should never pick this up at $150 if you can get it for $10, which you can, obviously, because the CCO has these sales. In the same foundation vein, I also picked up another Tom Ford foundation. This was the Flawless Glow Foundation in the shade 9.5 Warm Almond, which I believe is the true shade that I need, but has been out of stock. So this is supposed to be a more hydrating foundation from the brand. I'll insert a picture so you guys can see what it actually looks like. I have way too many foundations open right now, so I'm not going to open this just yet because, you know, cream products, well, all makeup, but especially cream products expire. So I don't want to just open this and have this sitting here if I'm not going to be using it. The next foundation that I picked up is a holy grail for a number of people, and one I honestly don't know if I will enjoy, and that is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I picked this up in the shade 5N2 Warm Honey. Now, the reason why I say I don't know if this is going to be one that I will enjoy is because of the fact that this is a full coverage foundation. I prefer more medium to light foundations. I don't like having a cakey look, and I've heard that this is a foundation that could go bad quickly, and you have to be sure that you get it in your right shade to ensure that it doesn't have that weird sort of, you know, difference in shades once you put it on. Now, I'm hoping that this is something that I can wear and enjoy, even though it is more full coverage and it doesn't feel heavy and sit on the face. This does, I don't know. This looks like it would be a good shade, but, you know, we'll have to see. Again, I paid $10 for this, so this is actually a great time for me to try out this foundation and see if I like it, because I think full price this is a little over $40, so much better deal. The next thing that I picked up was from Smashbox, and it's the Halo Glow Highlighter Duo. Now, I have way too much highlighters within my collection. I need to do a declutter of my highlighters, if I'm being honest. But I don't have any from Smashbox, and I was able to swatch this in store, and it actually looks really, really beautiful. So it does have this flap here that opens and covers one of the highlighters, which I appreciate, so you don't get cross-contamination between the two shades. So this is one that I am actually very excited to try. I know I didn't need it, but I don't know, guys. You'll need to stop me from going to the CCO. But I haven't been in a while, I'll say that. The other Smashbox cheek product that I picked up was the Halo Cheek Palette. Now this comes with 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. And the packaging for this is stunning, like so beautiful. Now this one does not have a mirror, but it has the 2 highlighters here, and then it has the 2 blushes. And with the, and you know, similar to the other product, it does have this little flap here to cover the blushes so that it doesn't get cross-contaminated with the glitter flecks from the highlighter. And I will say that I am loving the tone of these 2 blushes, because this definitely seems as blushes. It seems like these are blushes that would work really well for a deeper skin tone. So I'm really, really liking that. Very excited to try this. And now realizing that that palette also has highlighters in it, and I picked up a Smashbox highlighter, I am judging my choices just a little bit. The next product that I picked up was a primer, and this is the Estee Lauder Futurist Aqua Brilliance Watery Glow Primer. I don't know what convinced me to pick this up. I have no idea why I picked this up, because just reading the title, it says Watery Glow Primer. This makes me feel like it's going to be a hydrating, dewy primer, which is not something that I need in the summertime. So I don't know. What was I thinking? This is the packaging for that primer. I guess we'll see. We'll have to see. Yeah, so it says that this gel cream primer transforms on contact to a refreshing lightweight texture, becomes one with the skin to create a rosy glow for makeup to glide on flawlessly. So it definitely is a glowy primer, not my go-to typically when it comes to primers. So I feel like this is going to be one that kind of sits in my collection until we get into those fall winter months when my skin's a little bit drier and I might want a little bit more of a dewy glowy look. So I'm just going to set that to the side. So another product that I picked up, and this will be included in a future giveaway, is the MAC, can't even read this, Star Dipped Face Compact in Medium Deep. Now, I do already have this compact, so actually, I'm gonna leave this one in the case for whoever wins this, but I'm gonna show you guys the one that I have. So this is my compact that I have from MAC, and I actually really enjoy this. So it is in the shade Medium Deep. It does come with a bronzer and a blush and 2 highlighters, and I actually really enjoy it. I will say that the bronzer looks a lot deeper than it actually applies on the face. So there's that, and the blush is definitely a more shimmery blush. So if you don't like shimmery blushes, you may not like that. But the highlighters, spectacular. One of them is a multi-chrome, so it kind of shifts gold and pink and purple. Absolutely beautiful. And then one is just a standard gold. So this, I really do enjoy. I love the MAC highlighter formula. Like I said, the bronzer is a little bit on the light side, even though it looks deeper. So I do think that this could work for a number of skin tones. So we have 3 more products. So the next thing that I picked up was the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. Why? I am so confused as to why I picked up some of these things. I have so many loose setting powders in my collection that I don't need another loose setting powder. I might actually just give this away. This might be another giveaway, guys. Like, when I tell you I have so many loose setting powders, and it takes me so long to finish one of them that there's absolutely no reason for me to have picked this up. It's crazy. Anyways, this is the loose setting powder. This is in the shade Medium, but it is a translucent setting powder. I don't know if anyone has ever used this and liked this. I do like the Born This Way line. I have said before that the Born This Way foundation is one of my faves. So hopefully this performs really well. I don't know. I'll set this to the side. Maybe this will be in a giveaway. Maybe I'll hold on to it. We'll see. It does have coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. So the next product that I picked up was the Clinique Bronze Glow Uplighting Illuminating Powder. Now, I think this is a bronzer, but I also think it might be a highlighter. To be quite honest, I have no idea what this is. I have been looking at it as a bronzer, but I am not sure. So this is the packaging for that. And when you open it up, this is the powder. So it does kind of look like a bronzer, but it does have a bit of shimmer in it. So I don't know if it's meant to be a shimmery bronzer or if it's meant to be a little bit of a highlighter. These names, what is an uplighting powder? That doesn't even make sense. So the box says that this is a sheer illuminating powder with soft focus pigments that flatters skin with a candlelit glow of radiance. Wear alone or as a finishing powder after foundation. So this is meant to be a finishing powder after foundation. Listen, y'all, I will let y'all know when I figure out what to use this as, because I know good and well I am not using a shimmery powder to set my foundation. So, Jesus. You see, these 6 for $60 sales is catch me out here buying nonsense. All right, and the last product that I picked up from that sale was the Bobbi Brown Autumn Avenue eyeshadow palette. Like I told you guys, the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow formula blew me away when I tried that in a flash palette. So I needed more. So this is definitely a mini palette. And you can see the kind of holographic packaging. And when you open it up, these are the shades. So it's definitely a more cool toned, grungy palette with and it has like a green, you know, it's a cool toned green grungy palette. So I like that. I will say of the Bobbi Brown palettes that I see, they definitely have color stories that I don't have in my collection. So I'm always really glad to grab them when I can. And this is like the perfect size for travel. So we'll be adding this into my collection happily, and we'll let you all know how this performs. And lastly, I got a bunch of samples, and that's for the Aveda conditioner. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's the Aveda leave-in conditioner. So I got a bunch of these little samples, which are 100% not enough for my hair or anybody's hair in my opinion. But if I, use all of them together, I might have enough. So, we'll see. I have no idea what to do with those tiny little bottles of leave-in conditioner. Anyways, guys, those were all of the products that I picked up during the last cosmetics company store 6 for 60 sale. Like I said, that is the best sale that the outlet does. If you are interested, I would definitely recommend that you wait for the 6 for 60 sale. However, I will say that on a regular, they do 40 to 50% off of their makeup, and they will give you 60% off of Tom Ford. So if you need to, you know, replace a product or get a backup, you know, you can definitely still get it at a really good deal, but the 6 for 60 is the best, just hands down. So this is probably going to be my last CCO haul for a while. I'm on a little bit of a low buy. Let me not, you know, trap myself here. So I'm on a little bit of a low buy because I definitely want to shop my stash some more. There are so many products that I have that I don't use enough, and even more products that I have that I've never touched. So I definitely want to give my products some love. So that's it from me, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you always get notified when I upload. As always, love having you guys here, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.